Yahweh organized the camp as a whole in the last chapter. Now he's going to organize the center by getting the Levites arranged. Numbers 3, verse 1. Now this is the history of the generations of Aaron and Moses in the day that Yahweh spoke with Moses in Mount Sinai. These are the names of the sons of Aaron: Nadab the firstborn, and Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These are the names of the sons of Aaron, the priests, who are anointed, whom he consecrated to minister in the priest's office. Nadab and Abihu died before Yahweh when they offered strange fire before Yahweh in the wilderness of Sinai, and they had no children. Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office in the presence of Aaron their father. Comment: Aaron had 4 sons, but Yahweh struck down the first and second for offering strange fire. Leviticus chapter 10. So now only 3 priests remain: Aaron and his 3rd and 4th sons, Eleazar and Ithamar. They're from the tribe of Levi. They need help. It's coming. Verse 5. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Bring the tribe of Levi near, and set them before Aaron the priest, that they may minister to him. They shall keep his requirements and do the requirements of the whole congregation before the tent of meeting, to do the service of the tabernacle. Comment: Yahweh is recruiting the entire tribe of Levi to come under Aaron's command to, quote, do the service of the tabernacle, end quote. What does Yahweh mean by that? Verse 8, They shall keep all the furnishings of the tent of meeting and the obligations of the children of Israel to do the service of the tabernacle. You shall give the Levites to Aaron and to his sons. They are wholly given to him on behalf of the children of Israel. You shall appoint Aaron and his sons, and they shall keep their priesthood. Comment: Verse 10, Aaron and his sons will still keep the priesthood. Verse 8, all Israel is responsible for the tabernacle, but only the Levites will perform the actual work of it, the setting up, taking down, care, and maintenance. As we'll see, all Israel will play their role by supporting the Levites. Verse 10, strangers who come near shall be put to death. That is, don't try to pitch in with the tabernacle unless you're a Levite. To understand what's coming up, remember that during the night on the first Passover, Yahweh killed all the firstborn of the Egyptians, both of man and livestock, Exodus 12:29. But by the blood of the Lamb he spared Israel's firstborn from death, both of man and livestock. In commemoration, Yahweh commanded that the firstborn males of the Israelite livestock shall belong to him in perpetuity, Exodus 13:13. And all the firstborn male children shall belong to him. But Yahweh didn't say to give them away, rather they should be redeemed, Exodus 13:13. But until now, Yahweh never got around to saying what he means by that. How exactly should they perform the redemption of their male sons? Verse 11. Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel, instead of the firstborn who opened the womb among the children of Israel, and the Levites shall be mine. For all the firstborn are mine. On the day that I struck down all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, I made holy to me all the firstborn in Israel, both man and animal. They shall be mine. I am Yahweh. Comment: Aha! Instead of taking the firstborn males from all Israel, Yahweh is going to take every Levite male. But that still leaves the question open: how shall the rest of Israel redeem their firstborn males and fulfill their responsibility to the tabernacle? We'll have to wait until the end of the chapter for that one. Right now, Yahweh is going to get the Levites organized around the tabernacle. Verse 14, Yahweh spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Count the children of Levi by their fathers' houses, by their families. You shall count every male from a month old and upward. Moses counted them according to Yahweh's word, as he was commanded. These were the sons of Levi by their names, Gershon and Kohath and Merari. Comment: a lot of Levite names are coming up, but don't worry about them. We've done well if we just temporarily remember the 3 main Levite divisions, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. Verse 18, These are the names of the sons of Gershon by their families, Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath by their families, Amram and Izhar, Hebron and Uzziel. The sons of Merari by their families, Mali and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites according to their fathers' houses. Of Gershon was the family of the Libnites, and the family of the Shimeites. These are the families of the Gershonites. Those who were counted of them, according to the number of all the males, from a month old and upward, even those who were counted of them, were 7,500. Comment, 7,500 Gershonites. Verse 23. The families of the Gershonites shall encamp behind the tabernacle westward. The prince of the father's house of the Gershonites shall be Eliasaph the son of Lael. The duty of the sons of Gershon in the tent of meeting shall be the tabernacle and the tent, its covering, and the screen for the door of the tent of meeting, and the hangings of the court, and the screen for the door of the court, which is by the tabernacle, and around the altar, and its cords for all of its service. Comment, basically the Gershonites are responsible for all the soft materials, which include the ceiling, the roofing, the linen door, the linen hangings of the fencing. The only woven item they won't handle is the veil that hides the ark. Now for the Kohathites, there are 8,600 of them. By the way, Moses and Aaron are Kohathites, Exodus 6:18 through 20. Verse 27, of Kohath was the family of the Amramites, and the family of the Izharites, and the family of the Hebronites, and the family of the Uzzielites. These are the families of the Kohathites. According to the number of all the males from a month old and upward, there were 8,600 keeping the requirements of the sanctuary. The families of the sons of Kohath shall encamp on the south side of the tabernacle. The prince of the father's house of the families of the Kohathites shall be Elzaphan the son of Uzziel. Their duty shall be the ark, the table, the lampstand, the altars, the vessels of the sanctuary with which they minister, and the screen and all its service. Comment, the Kohathites have charge of the 4 golden objects, which are the ark, table of showbread, lampstand, and altar of incense, plus the bronze altar. The bronze basin is conspicuously absent, but they most likely had it as well. In addition to the furniture, if we could call it that, they had charge of the screen, which is the veil which hides the ark. Now a line about Eleazar, the older of Aaron's remaining sons. Verse 32, Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest shall be prince of the princes of the Levites, with the oversight of those who keep the requirements of the sanctuary. Comment, the heads of the 3 divisions shall report to Eleazar. Now on to the Merarites, the 3rd Levite division. They number 6,200. Verse 33, of Merari was the family of the Mahlites and the family of the Mushites. These are the families of Merari. Those who were counted of them according to the number of all the males from a month old and upward were 6,200. The prince of the father's house of the families of Merari was Zuriel the son of Abihail. They shall encamp on the north side of the tabernacle. The appointed duty of the sons of Merari shall be the tabernacle's boards, its bars, its pillars, its sockets, all its instruments, all its service, the pillars of the court around it, their sockets, their pins, and their cords. Comment, basically Merari has charge of all the boards and pillars and the items that go with them. So to review, Gershon is on the west with the soft materials, Kohath on the south with the furniture, and Merari on the north with the other solid materials. What about the east? Verse 38, those who encamp before the tabernacle eastward in front of the tent of meeting toward the sunrise shall be Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the requirements of the sanctuary for the duty of the children of Israel. The stranger who comes near shall be put to death. Comment, after hearing that, if I'm an Israelite and I need to come, for example, to make a sin offering, I'm going to bring my animal and stop well short of the entry and wait on further instructions. I'm going to tell my family members not to approach unless it's strictly on command. And during the march, we're going to stick together in our assigned area around our banner so we don't wander into the Levites' area. Verse 39, all who were counted of the Levites whom Moses and Aaron counted at the commandment of Yahweh by their families, all the males from a month old and upward, were 22,000. Comment, the Levite males numbered 22,000 according to this verse, but if we add up the numbers in each division, it comes to 22,300. Maybe there were 2 counts taken at slightly different times, or transcription error as the scriptures were copied over time, or maybe Moses rounded the 22,300 to an even 22,000. As stated back in verse 7, the whole congregation must support the work of the tabernacle, and in recognition of the Exodus, Yahweh has claimed all the firstborn males to be His. They belong to Him and must be redeemed from Him. So Yahweh is going to show them how He ties these two obligations together as we get into the specifics of redeeming the firstborn males. Verse 40, Yahweh said to Moses, "Count all the firstborn males of the children of Israel from a month old and upward, and take the number of their names." Comment, this is another count across all Israel. The first count numbered the warriors. This count will number the firstborn males. Verse 41, "You shall take the Levites for me, I am Yahweh, instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the livestock of the children of Israel." Moses counted, as Yahweh commanded him, all the firstborn among the children of Israel. All the firstborn males, according to the number of names, from a month old and upward, of those who were counted of them, were 22,273. Comment, there's the all Israel firstborn male total, 22,273. This number isn't nearly large enough to account for all the firstborns out of the 603,550 adult males fit for war, unless each mother had about 27 male children. So the count of the firstborns must have included only the firstborn males still in their father's tent, or only those born since the Exodus, something of that nature. What should they do with that figure, 22,273 firstborns? Verse 44, Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn among the children of Israel, and the livestock of the Levites instead of their livestock, and the Levites shall be mine. I am Yahweh." Comment, the Levites and their livestock belong to Yahweh now. Verse 46, "For the redemption of the 273 of the firstborn of the children of Israel who exceed the number of the Levites." Comment, the number of firstborn males outnumber the Levite males by 273. There aren't enough Levites to match the firstborns. 273 still need redemption. Verse 47, "You shall take 5 shekels apiece for each one. After the shekel of the sanctuary shall you take them. The shekel is 20 gerahs. And you shall give the money with which their remainder is redeemed to Aaron and to his sons." Comment, Israel owes the Levites 5 shekels for each of the 273 firstborns who still need redemption. Verse 49, Moses took the redemption money from those who exceeded the number of those who were redeemed by the Levites. From the firstborn of the children of Israel he took the money, 1,365 shekels after the shekel of the sanctuary. Comment, the figure stated is 273 times 5. But who are the unlucky 273 firstborns who are going to have to pay up? Or did they take random donations until they fulfilled the amount? The text doesn't say. Perhaps they chose by lot. Verse 51, "And Moses gave the redemption money to Aaron and to his sons, according to Yahweh's word, as Yahweh commanded Moses." Comment, that takes care of the initial redemption. It included all the firstborn males of man and livestock that were alive at the time of the command. From there on out, Israel will redeem their firstborn as the births occur. What are the applications of this chapter? Everyone plays a role in the kingdom of God. No one should try to expand himself outside the role God gave him. Yahweh won't go for that at all. But we all have some sort of duty, and we should hold it as close to our hearts as we hold our own firstborn. That's the chapter. Numbers 4 is next. The easiest place to find the link is at landofhavilah.net next time for Numbers 4. Numbers 4.